everyone, I'm Carol, and today I'm going to be giving you some usability tips for you to use inside your Infraspeak platform. So, the best way for you to navigate around your Infraspeak platform is by using the left-hand side menu with your easy go-to tabs. All you have to do is just click on them and you're straight where you desire. If you do need to configure any of your master data, all you have to do is come on over to the Settings tab on the lower left-hand corner. And if we click here, you will see that you will have all these different sections where you can click and edit and add all and any data that you need as necessary and as required. So we would say that this would be a bit of your configuration page would be your settings tab. Your go-to control panel with easy access is definitely your left-hand side menu. So go ahead and enjoy. In Infraspeak, you always also have easy to access filters, okay, in order for you to reach the desired set of data that you want to have a look at. And as you see, if we click on the Planned Jobs tab on the left-hand side, you have a little filter icon here. If you click here, you're able to filter your data by client, building, assignees, suppliers, plan job type, cost center, technical skills, or set a date interval as well if necessary. So for our client, let's filter some data here. I'm going to choose our client hotel premium. We're going to filter by our hotel in Cambridge. And I'm going to leave everything else blank. Yep, sounds good. So I'm going to apply my filters down here. And now, as you can see, here on the right-hand side on your planned jobs log, you will have all of your planned jobs for the hotel in Cambridge that belongs to our hotel premium clients. Okay, as you can see as well, here on this upper toolbar, the filters that I've applied on the left-hand side have also come over to this side. Once you're done using your filters and you want to go back to your log menu, all you have to do is click on the X and it will remove your filters and you're back to your planned jobs log. The same applies for work orders. So let's go ahead and click on the work orders tab. And here you have your work orders log. Up here you have the toolbar with your awaiting approvals, ongoing, paused, and closed work orders. So to use our filters, if we click on the filter icon inside of the work orders, as well, we can choose our client, building, assignees, problem area, suppliers, cost centers, and add a date to filter as well if required. So I'm going to choose our client, Hotel Premium, and we're going to the Cambridge Hotel. And I want to have a look at all of my HVAC related work order issues. So once I've applied those filters, I'm going to click on Apply Filters. And as you can see, it's now given me the two work orders, HVAC related in our Cambridge hotel, which is exactly the sets of data that I was after. Once you're done with your filters, the same applies. So if you pop up here to the toolbar, just click on the X and it will remove your filters and take you back to your work orders log. As well, here on the right-hand side, you have a moon. So I would say a half moon in this case. And if you click on it, it will turn your platform into dark mode. So if you prefer to work in a dark mode on your platform, you can click here and it'll keep your platform in dark mode. If not, you can leave it as it is with its normal layout. As well, we have our smiley face emoji or icon. And if we click here, here you have the option to give us feedback. And feedback is super important for us. So please make sure you do. So there are three options for giving feedback. You can ask for support by clicking on the Ask for Support tab. You can make a suggestion by clicking on the Make a Suggestion tab. Or if you encounter any issues or any strange behavior on your platform, you can click on Report a Bug and report that issue you've come across. Brilliant. That's all. I hope these tips will be useful and I hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.